Are you in? Yep, do it now.
What would you like to stream?
Do that one, yep.
IRL?
Yep. Is it already connected to your Facebook?
Yes.
Perfect. And then do the top one. Yep.
What app is this through?
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs. You told me like 1,000 times. I need to get the program.
Error.
Live. It doesn't have live streaming enabled.
Might have to go to the...
Open features.
Yep. Open that and try to enable it. We'll do it. We'll get it fixed quick. There's no one on mine anyways.
Yeah.
And it's Sunday, so we may not even get anybody. Oh, we have 2 people. Good morning. Who's there?
Good morning.
Why is Tia confused?
Because it's too bright.
Jeez.
We were just with you, so I don't know why you're talking to us this way.
We are trying to. Well, we have another fun person here today. She's trying to figure out her live, because she's gonna go live on her channel too, which is kind of cool. And it's morning. We're still, drinking our coffee. Do you have your coffee? Good.
It's almost gone.
What? Do you need another one?
No.
I might need another one. Who else is here? Don't you just love our view on your clothes? I'm sorry.
You're fine.
You can see the cows. I moved it. It's so bright and foggy. It's so pretty. Me?
Aww. Boo.
Is it not working?
It takes 24 hours to verify your account and be able to live stream.
Oh, dang.
Well, you'll be ready in 24 hours.
That sucks.
Hi, everybody.
This is Lori.
Mm-hmm. With Create Your Own Adventure, a YouTube channel as well.
Yay. Yep. We do mountain biking and camping and traveling.
Fun times.
Yes.
And where's your next adventure going to be?
Our next adventure is we are planning and hoping that Spider Mountain will be open for Thanksgiving and to go mountain biking at the only downhill mountain bike park in Texas.
Oh, I was going to say, where is Spider
Yeah,
Mountain?
Austin. Well, like northwest Austin.
Oh, very cool.
But are you just gonna ride your bikes there, or are you just gonna camp too?
We'll bring the trailer and we'll camp out. They allow camping in their parking lot, but they don't have any hookups. So you have to be able to dry camp, but you can park in the parking lot and stay overnight.
Oh, very nice.
And then
yes.
We'll have
Hey,
the
Kiss
bikes.
My Grass Acres, how are you?
That is a cute name.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Single Man, good
Virginia,
morning.
Too.
Hi, Eli. Good to have you. Long time no see. I think you were on our live on Friday, too. We figured we would do a spontaneous Sunday morning live since we have some friends here, and we had our gathering yesterday, so why not do a fun little live? Yeah.
Have some coffee with everybody.
We're good. We're still waking up and drinking our coffee.
Yeah. What about you guys? What you guys have planned this weekend, or what did you do this weekend?
I got to see Hazel for the first time.
Me too.
She's smaller than expected.
Yes, she is. But did you get to pet her?
I did. I feel like she's like Trip.
Oh, yeah?
Trip was very soft as a puppy, and usually that goes away and the dog becomes like coarse as they grow up, but he just stayed fluffy soft forever, and I feel like that's Hazel too.
That's cute.
She's just fluffy soft.
Yeah,
And
she's
pretty as
over
cow.
here. She is so pretty. I love her eyes. I can't wait for her to have her baby, whatever it is.
I hope the baby looks just like her.
Me too. I hope it's a girl.
Was she the male that she was mated with?
Dapper Dan is his name.
Okay.
Was he red?
Was he? What color was he?
He was a. I wish I could pull up a picture of him. Can we go and use your phone for that?
Yeah, since I can't do a live stream.
Yeah. So it's
Google.
Yeah, Google. Shoot, what was it? Jeff, are you on still? What's the name of that farm? I think it's Happy Jersey Mini. I don't know. Dang it, Jeffrey, are you on?
I'm busy.
I know.
Jersey minimum wage. Jersey mini cow.
How about
Jersey mini skirt.
search A2A2 mini Jersey semen in East Texas. I hope that doesn't bring anything dirty up.
Yeah.
No, I know. But that's how we searched it. That's how we found it, was, looking for mini Jersey semen.
I'm gonna get a strike on Google or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I guess Heritage, is that it?
Heritage Heavens Farm, is that? It might be. Where? I don't think so, though. Does it say East Texas?
Oh, no, get off.
Ah! Finally got the computer fixed, thankfully. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
I'm
now
glad.
she's dirty, Tex.
You're a jerk.
Yeah.
You see him walk away, he's like, fine.
Whatever. You don't want me to jump on you.
I know it has Minnie in the name. But his name is Dapper Dan. And he's kind of got a grayish, dark gray tint. He's really handsome.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can use his
Texas Star jerseys?
No, they're actually up towards Bonham. Is where I mailed the check to.
Let's look on maps.
Okay. And
Oh, look, partial matches. It's getting rid of everything except for the word Texas. That's not helpful, Google. You're not being helpful this morning.
Nope, not at all.
South House Farms?
Oh, I think they had Minnie in the name.
Mini Jersey's Dairy?
No.
Shore's Hot Kettle?
It's partly I wish I could use my phone, or go live on the computer, but
Oh, yeah, the computer, you gotta get that fixed though.
I don't even
Miniature
know.
jerseys from TDH?
You know what? His name is Dapper Dan. Maybe we could just search Dapper Dan,
And cow.
Mini Jersey Dapper Dan A2A2 or something. I don't know. Maybe that'll work.
New Jersey A2A2
hey,
Bowl,
Loma
South
Acres.
House, Dapper
How are
Dan,
you?
New Jersey Farm.
What?
There you go. That sounds
So
promising.
Mini Jersey A2A2 Bowl, South House, Dapper Dan, MiniJerseyFarm.com.
Yeah. Check that out. Maybe
I think it's one of the ones she pulled up.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, that looks familiar. Was it one of the ones you pulled up?
Yeah, because it said Mini
That's
Jersey.
him. That's him.
Oh, very much like Tex.
Dark gray, yeah. He's darker around the neck.
But he at least has like the white ring around his muzzle, which is really cute.
Mm-hmm. And look how thick he is.
Oh, he's stocky.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What are you guys up to today, Loma Acres? We're enjoying this beautiful, cool, foggy morning. It is actually
very
beautiful.
foggy.
And it's beautiful. I love the way the fog just goes between the trees. It's almost like that one's already turning fall colors, which is weird because we're not cool enough for that. I don't know.
Do you guys usually get that season here in Texas?
Yeah, we do.
it
Last
later?
year, it took I got some beautiful pictures. That was right when we were starting YouTube, and I posted them on the Instagram. That's when I really started to push hard on sharing stuff on Smith's Family Ranch. Yeah, it's beautiful. Let's see, catching up on YouTube and some rest. That's always fun. Kiss My Grass says, good morning at Jeff and Singleman and Winging It with Irish Colleen, and he's just saying hi to everybody. That's awesome. And let's see, hey, Winging It with Irish Colleen.
Can't wait to see Hazel's baby.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing, awesome, because she's gonna have to be close because I'm gonna have to milk her. So I'm gonna have to oh my gosh, what is it called? Put the halter on her every single day to keep her from, walking away, yes, and so that she doesn't nurse, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have more stalls, but I'm not 100% sure. So we still haven't figured out a plan for that, but we have 200 and whatever days. But we have to get something. Yeah, we have.
Kiss My Grass is making Black Angus pot roast.
Oh, yum.
That sounds good.
So when you have baby cows here, are they the size of Bevo when they're first born?
Maybe a little bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're so little when they're adults that I'm like, how big are they when they're first born?
Maybe they are about that. That was Hunter.
Is
that Hunter?
Yeah.
He's still over there.
Such a dork. He's trying. He's picking on the pigs. What are you doing?
He's exhausted. Picking up electric fence.
Mm-hmm. We are taking our pigs to get butchered tomorrow, and I am so excited to fill our freezers up. Obviously, it's going to take a couple weeks for us to get it, but oh my gosh.
It's very exciting.
What are y'all doing?
Alive.
Really?
Yeah. So it totally just...
Early?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
people are awake.
I mean, people on the West Coast aren't, but people on the East Coast are.
Yeah.
But
How
I mean...
did you decide to do Aberdeen?
Was the breed of cattle for you?
We, when we bought this property, the owner had Angus, the large size. And they were doing good and whatnot. And we went to Broken Bow for a wedding. It was just a 2-night. We left Friday night. Yeah. Came back on Sunday. And Saturday, the day of the wedding, we got a call from the previous owners of the house. Our neighbors had reached out to them because we hadn't, really
Reached out yet.
we hadn't reached out yet, and said that our cows were out. And we were debating before then what, are we going to stick with this? Are we going to go with the Herefords? Are we going to go with what we have? And we are actually leaning for the Herefords. Well, we went
Is
to...
that another regular size cow?
No, it's another mini.
Oh, okay.
And they were actually a little bit more expensive than these guys. But we went to a farm here in the area that charged us $250 to come and learn from them.
Wow.
Basically, we would ask them anything we wanted to know about this breed. And basically, we sat with them, had dinner. $50 was the fee, and then we got $200 as like a credit we could spend on whatever.
That's a cool idea.
That's nice.
Technically, we still have that $200 credit because their cows were like $4,000 for one, and we're like, that's like our budget right now. So
Yeah.
we're like, okay, well, we're gonna do a little bit more research. We're still looking into the Herefords, and Jeff came across the Aberdeens, and we reached out to, Jeff reached out to a couple different people, and we met our cattle guy, Ross. We didn't meet him. We emailed him. Jeff emailed him. This is all Jeff. So Jeff emailed Ross, and instead of Ross coming back with, we're this much, he asked Jeff a bunch of questions, like, well, what are you looking for in a herd?
Make sure it's going to be right.
Yes.
That's really good.
And so they struck up a
Good
conversation.
breeder.
They talked and emailed back and forth for weeks, and just trying to, help him. Okay, this is what you're going to need. This is how it's going to work. Just helped him out with any questions we had. And, he didn't charge us. He legit, genuinely wanted to
Educate.
Educate.
Awesome.
and not charge. And he would randomly text Jeff to see how things were going with cows, just to check up on him. I'm like, wow, he's our mentor.
Yeah.
And this is awesome. So we've gone back to him 3 times for cows.
That's
It's
good,
wonderful.
And
It's building that relationship, like Jeff said.
absolutely, we want to build relationships with other farmers. I mean, granted, he's 6 hours away. I mean, you guys are, 16 hours away, or whatever it's a ways. But I don't care. I mean, I have friendships with other people in different areas, and it's not even just about being local. It's still about just building a relationship with people and having that. And that's what we want here. We want that. Just kind of like what we had in Savannah with the neighborhood, the relationship.
Yeah, just a really tight-knit group of people that are always looking out for each other. And you get that random 2 a.m. text message, your garage door's open.
Yeah. Same little aspect. It's harder to do that neighborly thing here because
You're spread apart.
we're spread apart, yeah. But, I mean, it's still possible. It's at a different level, too, because... we still have that same, if you see something maybe in a video or something, you could hey, whatever.
Exactly.
And it's just learning from others. And that's what we like. I like YouTube in that aspect too. Until you get this, stupid commenter who's like, "You're doing it all wrong." Well, hold on a second. There's like 50,000 ways to do this.
Yeah. It's hard to not your way.
Yeah, your way is not the only way.
Exactly.
And so sometimes I'll just like a comment and not respond because I'm like, well, we've tried that, but I don't need to explain that to you.
Exactly.
So, okay. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate it.
Well, I mean, we kind of got our first comment like that the other day when we posted a picture of the new trailer and towing it home, and everybody immediately caught on to the, hey, your front of your trailer is too high, and we're like, yes, thank you, we know. They didn't believe us about our own vehicle, and they, when they put the hitch on, it's an adjustable height hitch. And I told them my car is self-leveling.
Mm-hmm.
It has an air ride suspension, and it will level itself
to
keep itself straight, even if you put weight on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't believe me, so they expected the rear of the car to sag when they hooked up the trailer, and it didn't. Well, it did, but then it picked itself back up. So now the front of our trailer is too high. And so to those people, we're like, yes, we know. Thank you. We appreciate it. But then there's one dude's like, oh, it's time for a new tow vehicle. I'm like, actually, we bought this trailer because we're staying at 50% of our tow capacity, and the trailer is just fine for the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't need a new car. That's why I bought this trailer, because I didn't want to buy a new car.
Right.
But thanks for your opinion.
Yes.
But I know my car. We've spent a year researching, trying to find all the different trailers that we could do, and we got this.
Yeah, I love it. What they say? That's like beekeeping. Oh, yeah. 10 beekeepers will have 20 opinions.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Opinions on everything.
Yeah. And then, there is so many different ways to do it. Like, it's funny because our bee friends, they're like, well, you probably shouldn't put you could put one on, but I probably wouldn't because you're going to have to take it off. And he's like, oh, you probably could have put it on, but not a big deal that you didn't. So, like, there's different, different ways. And then, just like you guys, you got to do what's best for you. We didn't have a super, so we could have done it. Yeah, we could have done it.
And I think what he was super excited about was that your colony is so big and so vibrant that they should do pretty well through the winter, and then you'll be able to put your super on and be able to build out your hives and stuff. So
absolutely, and
then have honey.
I know, I can't wait to have honey. Who knows? Oh, I should tell them about our them donating the nuke. Yes.
Oh, you
Explain
could.
what it is.
Yeah, I guess you could do that now.
I know. So our beekeeping mentors, Just Bee Farm, in Friday's live was trying to explain something to us or say something, and I'm not sure if YouTube just wouldn't put it on. Anyways, a nuke. I'm sure y'all know what a nuke is. Well, maybe not, but if you're a beekeeper, you know what a nuke is. A nuke is like 5 frames, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's 5 frames of for bees, and it comes with so many bees. Well, anyways, our bee mentors yesterday or Friday called me up and said, hey, I want to donate a bee nuke for your 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So,
Awesome.
but it's got to be someone local.
Someone local, yeah.
Because they can't ship them.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
Yes. So if you are local in the East Texas area or are willing to drive
To East Texas.
to East Texas,
Yes.
I don't know how far I would drive with a thing of bees in my car.
God, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh my gosh! So that's how we got our bees home. We
I
put
was
them
just
in the
thinking, like, how do you
car.
drive bees home?
Well, when we
put
got
duct
ours, Andy drove to Charlottesville, and he drove home with them in there. I want to say he ordered some bees. I don't remember where the bees came from. I think it wasn't local, so we added more because one of our hives didn't make it last winter. But so you can technically ship, but you gotta be ready and available. It's just like when we had our chicks. We ordered our chicks.
You gotta be there to pick
You gotta
them
be
up.
ready to pick them up. Yeah.
So
It's scary to be in the car. I wasn't in the car with bees. Yeah, I think he didn't include
yes,
me in that.
five frames, yes, and already accepted laying queen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
Yeah, that sounds horrifying though. Like, because I don't know anything about bees, and so to me, I'm literally just picturing bees in a car, and just like they find a hole, and then they all just come out. And now you have a car
you
full of
see
bees.
my
Oh,
you
yeah.
can still see the ring,
Yep.
but it's going away.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's a nice little bruise.
It does feel like a bruise though.
Well, because it was an injury.
Yeah, no, that's
And the
serious.
swelling
Andy's
brought
hands
blood
when
to
he
the
gets
area.
stung, because he'll get them, and his hands will like kind of blow up a little bit and get really sore. So for Andy, because he's a bigger guy and he's like mitts for hands. So he has like the hat, and which is attached to like the jacket. He doesn't have the pants because he doesn't need them, but the gloves. So this is his problem, like that with beekeeping. So even for anybody, like I tried them on, like when you put those gloves on, like it's hard to feel. Like they need to be able to make them like thin enough, but not, and I understand why they're thick, but like you can't feel anything. So when he goes into the hives and he pulls the frames, he's doing it all barehanded. So usually most times he is able to smoke them and they don't sting. But he gets stung mostly. It's on his hands. He's got it in the ear. He gets it on the face. I had to pull one out when he called me. When you get home, I need you to pull out a stinger. I got stung by my eye and I can't get it. So, but his hands hurt a little bit, like, and I'll put like a cream on him sometimes. But he's not allergic. I haven't been stung, but I also don't put myself in that situation. Like I'll go out there and I'll help him. I need to help him more, so that I'm better educated. But when I go out there and deal with the chickens and the rabbits, they're like dive bombing me. But I don't pay any mind to them.
I've never been stung by a bee. Knock on glass.
I have when I was a kid.
But only hornets and wasps.
Oh my god!
I've been stung by hornets and wasps a lot.
No.
Blue thick medical gloves.
My sister has been a beekeeper for 10 years now. Love the honey she gives us. Oh yes, that's one thing I can't wait. No need to fear them. Bees do not want to sting. You're right, they don't. Yeah. Unless they feel threatened, and that's what happened to me. Scotty might know, broke urban farmer. I just used blue thick medical gloves.
We use the black ones like that, but Andy
they
doesn't
can
care.
Still sting you.
But it's
never have been, and I have dexterity, and my body or my hands stay clean.
Yeah.
Actually, we have some gloves like that. Let's see. How
he told the bees he is the new beekeeper.
That's
not ridiculous, but the telling of the bees is a real phenomenon.
The telling?
I don't know. Telling them like, hey, I'm
the
your
new
keeper
beekeeper
now. So be nice. You guys should talk to bees.
Talk to them like
I've never heard of that before, but that's interesting. I'm sure Andy talks to them out there if he's not cursing them up one way and down the other. But
I've never talked to them. I mean,
I talked about rabbits and our chickens.
That would be a good video. Telling the bees I'm their beekeeper.
Yeah, you could do that.
It could be like a minute-long video to upload. I am your I am your not the queen. I am beekeeper.
Yeah, I'm a beekeeper. Yes.
I'm a beekeeper. I'll keep you safe.
Yes,
I
like that though.
Yeah, that is cool. I've never heard of that, but sure. I'm gonna do a video just on that.
It's worth a try. It doesn't cost anything.
No,
it'd be good.
Oh, that is funny. I was gonna say something too, and I forgot because that happens. I lose my train of thought a lot.
So is that the rooster over there?
No,
tail sticking up?
That's a hen.
That's a hen.
Yeah.
Now I'm terrified of the rooster with no tail.
The hens tend to not be as pretty.
The rooster with no tail is nice. It's the rooster with a tail.
The long, pretty green tail. It's like the color of your sweater.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look out for the green tail.
Yeah. If you turn your back on him, he'll come after you, like Jeff said. And then you turn towards him, he's like,
and he
what?
stops.
What?
I wasn't charging you. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yep.
We ended up with a rooster. Well, we ended up with like a handful. About a handful of roosters this year. And we're not supposed to have roosters where we are. And the one that we recently got rid of, I was really sad because I was adamant that it wasn't a rooster, because when you see like hens, like he looked very much just like a very fluffy hen and didn't have the pretty rooster tail or anything.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. And then I caught him crowing. And then I was like, because we had two of the same, they were my lavender Orpingtons. And so there's one that looked like a rooster, had the tail and everything, but wasn't crowing. Because there's an order. So once the fluffy hen-looking rooster left, then the other one started crowing, and that's the one that we just got rid of.
Why can't you have roosters?
So where we live in Virginia, we are we have an HOA, and it's nothing spectacular. But it's also not like your typical like relationship. It's not like your typical like neighborhood.
I'll be
But
having
it's
a
not,
day too.
basically it covers the docks and like the boating areas. So we only pay I think maybe $80 a year. So it doesn't like, but the county has like the guidelines. So we had 2 roosters that would start crying at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for a couple months until we could get rid of them. I didn't want to send them to freezer camp because they were babies and they were sweet. They weren't mean to you or anything. So we were able to rehome them.
That's good.
But
If you cap on,
your roosters, they don't. What does that mean?
yeah.
My
At first,
son needs my help. Oh, okay.
Is it?
I got
maybe
2
that,
Nick
like-
this year as I installed them. They cannot.
they came out.
Came out hot. As soon as I said, I am your new keeper, they called it. Oh, that's so cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I want to know what capping on for roosters means.
Maybe it's like the hat you put on a hawk. You put like a little hat on them. You know the hawks. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
like
I've
put
seen
the
those,
hat on
yeah.
them so that their eyes are closed and they don't like freak out.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, that they don't cry. Because I would love to have a rooster just to protect my girls, because I have quite a few girls. And then if we wanted to do chicks. So.
Oh, neuter.
You can neuter
Neuter.
a rooster?
Neuter. How does it?
I mean, I suppose you could.
I mean, I don't
neuter
tell you
anything.
couldn't.
No. How do you
I'm
do
gonna look
that?
into that. That's interesting. Neuter a rooster. Oh.
Yeah, the
I
one
didn't know
time that
some-
when we went to Antigua for our honeymoon, we stayed at a place that had like half their land was the resort and half the land was a farm, and the farmer had rented out the land to build the resort on. And so we started out in a garden, like a garden suite, little like garden, tiny house, whatever. And yeah, the rooster started crowing at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this rooster? Like, the sun is not up. Shut up.
But what's funny though with roosters, like they can be quiet, but if you're anywhere outside, any of your lights outside, they can be like on the side, and as long as they see that light, that's
They'll
usually when
just
they'll
go.
start. So where we are, I would hear them, and I would always tell Andy, "Oh my gosh, we've got to get rid of that rooster. We've got to find him a home because our neighbors, if they don't already like us, like I'm surprised we haven't had anyone show up at our house when we're gone, trying to take them or whatever. But it would be loud, and where our room is, we couldn't hear it. But if I got up in the middle of the night, I would hear him.
Yeah.
So, and where we live, because we have people next to us, but like, I guess, I mean, they're close, but not like if we were living in like a suburbia
Yeah.
where they're like on top of each other. I'm like, it's not fair to them, so.
Yeah.
See, but that's a good neighbor.
Yeah.
That's a nice neighbor.
We had the one neighbor that put his house up for sale, like, maybe he did it because of us. I mean, we're quiet neighbors. We have our dog that barks from time to time, and then the rooster, so. If I was any better, it would be illegal here. Oh, that's fabulous.
I hear something walking in the woods over there. Did you hear it?
I did.
Like crunching of the leaves. And it's all foggy. I'm just kidding.
Viva, come save us.
Yep. People
think
will
he
say
went
Well,
inside.
a couple nights ago,
Oh,
there
darn.
were the coyotes.
Oh,
They're
that
literally like right over there. We could hear
Yeah, right in
them.
the trees.
And then we heard some over that way last night.
those ones were further away.
Those ones the other night were really close. Jeff recorded it.
That's an app.
Oh, that's the app? Oh.
That's
well,
the app where you can call them in. We've actually been able to get them closer. We've never actually seen them on our property, but we were able to draw them in with that.
Oh, wow.
We could hear them coming closer. That's pretty cool. Hey, Simply Jan Homestead, how are you? Hey, Scotty might know. Oh, we already said hi to y'all, but hey again. Bigfoot.
Yeah, the beatings will continue until morale improves is something my dad says a lot.
Oh, my dad does too.
Yeah. It's a dad thing.
My dad has not said that that I can remember.
A lot like the moat story the other day.
Oh, yeah.
He's a funny guy.
That's awesome. That is awesome. My dad had lots of stories, but he didn't have. If he had sayings, I don't remember them.
Yeah. We watch a lot of movies, so we quote a lot of movies.
Yeah, that's probably it then.
I can speak almost entirely in movie quotes.
My dad, he didn't really watch a whole lot of movies. He likes watching the History Channel. I used to get so like, oh, the History Channel.
Yeah.
But
Now you're old. You're like, I don't mind it.
yeah, I don't mind it
It's
now.
not as bad.
All my dad watches is westerns. I've seen them all.
That's Jeff's dad. Jeff's
Seen 'em
dad
all.
likes to watch westerns,
Watch the same
the old
ones.
movies.
That or it's anything crime related now.
We were
CSI.
comedies, so a lot of like Monty Python and the Holy Grail,
Oh, okay.
Princess Bride.
Yeah.
I have never actually. I know.
Princess Bride?
Yes, and I know.
Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to drive back down here again very soon, and we're going to watch The Princess Bride.
You're going to
It is
figure out a list of
amazing.
movies.
It's funny because we actually made the kids watch it, but I'm like, I've never watched it before. But Jeff and I were doing something, they watched
Don't
it.
do something. Watch the movie. That's your something to do.
Yeah, I know.
I think are they making a remake or something?
I heard something about that.
Yeah.
I really think they need to stop with the remakes. They're not
yes,
as good.
I also memorized Monty Python and the Holy Grail and quote it quite frequently.
How about the Goonies? I watched that.
Oh,
Goonies
I know
is
that. I
good
know that
too.
verbatim.
Yeah.
I need to have the kids watch that one. It's like, you know, your parents be like, "Oh, you need to watch this one. It's good." Like Grease.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the
I didn't like
Grease
the
movie.
remake. I
It
liked
was
the one with
okay.
John Travolta. I liked it a lot. But
Yeah.
there's just some movies, like the older movies, like when we used to get the Netflix when they, you know, send it back and forth. I'd be like, "Oh, I want to watch this movie," and I got like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers and
I love those
Oklahoma and like, you know, those. So Jeff's like, "Why are we getting these movies?" He didn't really care for those movies.
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay." So
Oh, when it was DVDs.
yeah, when it was
Yeah.
the DVDs,
My grandma and I will sit and watch those old movies together. She knows that.
we used to watch them all the time because my grandma would have them in
Yes.
VHS, and that's what we watched. Oh, Sound of Music, all those good
You
ones.
all are my wife's people with the few movies you reference.
That's awesome. Let's have like a movie day of just
Old movies.
Well, the
old
other day I
movies.
was at work and I said some kind of movie quote, and the girl that sits over the wall from me was like, "You should be a comedian." I was like, "I don't think you realize that pretty much everything I say is just a movie quote. These are not my original words.
Yeah.
You just haven't seen the movies, clearly." And she was like,
Yeah.
"Well, but it's so funny. Your timing is just so great." I'm like, "Well, when you've watched as many movies as I have, you have a good database to pull from."
I'm not doing so cool. I'll usually pick them up sometimes. I
Old
hear them,
school
but-
Netflix.
I
It
can't
was
remember
the
what I did
best
yesterday,
getting a new
but I can
one in the
remember movie
mail.
quotes.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Unless it was an old time movie and your husband was like, really?
Well, it's way better than having to go to Blockbuster and realizing that the one movie you want has no copies left.
I know.
And you gotta go
Blockbuster.
home
Oh.
with nothing.
See,
Or a
when we
movie
were
you didn't
little,
want.
we didn't have a VHS. We had the Betamax. We had the Beta machine. So, which is the Beta was
Never
like,
had a Betamax.
well, the Beta it's like it's a smaller
Okay.
than the VHS.
Hey,
tape.
Crystal.
So that one was smaller. So the video store didn't
It's
have
okay,
as many
thanks for
Beta
stopping by.
movies.
Yeah.
But I was always guaranteed that if we couldn't find anything new, then they always had a copy of the Goonies. That's probably why I know that movie verbatim.
Yeah.
Goonies is a great movie. It's just been a really long time since I've watched it.
Yeah. In my house, my dad liked to stay up on like the latest technology. So we had VHS,
Redbox.
we had laser discs.
I still see Redbox around.
And
Oh yeah, we had those out
Yeah.
in Virginia. Yeah.
They're not used as much because everything's streamed now.
yeah, we do Redbox a little bit.
Yeah.
Mostly because they keep sending me get a free movie. I'm like, well, if it's free, I'll go pick it up.
Sure, why
And
not?
I'll
Yeah.
just drop it off.
Oh my goodness. Did you know there is only one Blockbuster left in business? It's in Pacific
Yes, I'm trying to think where it is
Northwest.
because
Well,
someone was pointing that out.
my town's last movie rental store just closed.
yeah.
I was surprised. It
Lasted
lasted
as
this
long.
long.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember going into the Blockbuster and it just being like packed.
Yeah.
Like
Friday
You
night.
had to get there early and you get the one
Yes.
copy of whatever because they'd have only
Yep.
so many.
Yep. The brand
and
new
then
movie.
but then Netflix killed it. Not Netflix, I'm sorry. Redbox.
Well, I think it was the DVDs. DVDs came out is when the rentals started to go down, and then
Really?
yeah, so because you always had the VHS movies, and then they made the DVDs, like the
yeah.
laser discs, and that's when the cassettes started to go out.
Well,
And
yeah,
then,
the cassettes.
And then the
but
internet
they still had
became
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
well, right, but it still didn't last as long.
Yeah.
And then the internet got smart,
The
and
internet,
bigger,
yeah.
and then it all started to go.
That's
Oh.
all right though, because it's for the better. Because now you don't have to go anywhere to rent a movie, and especially like for us, when we travel really far, like we don't know where the heck we are. I don't know where to go for anything. I mean, we basically use our phones to find Google Maps,
Yeah.
like food and everything, and so that's just one less thing to think about if we can stream movies on a. We got the Amazon Fire Stick, and so all we have to do
I think
is
she just laid an egg.
I know. I always think that when I hear that, and I go look and nothing. I'm still waiting to
Making
catch
a
it.
noise.
When I watch it on video, people get to catch their eggs popping out. I've not. Crystal wants to know how the weekend went.
Hey, it went pretty good. How many people do we have again? I mean, it's not a huge turnout, which I kind of like
Yeah.
because it was more personable.
I'd say maybe like 7 couples and 1 or 2 singles.
Yeah, a couple.
At the
And
height.
the kids.
But with way
Couple
too much
kids.
food.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had a
there's
lot
a
of food.
lot of
That's okay.
We had a pig. We had a brisket.
They
And then
killed
there was
themselves with their late
a
fees.
couple ribs
Oh.
and then a bunch of other dishes. I mean, it was
Yeah.
fabulous.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of meat.
A lot of food.
It was, yeah. Oh, and then we had a couple desserts. We made double doozies and a chocolate cake. A 3-layer chocolate cake.
It was very
Yeah.
big.
Sounds really good.
I did take some video, so I'll probably work on that later tonight, maybe.
Yeah,
After
I was
we get
thinking
back
about
from
maybe
the
walking
airport.
around when the sun burns off some of the fog and getting a little bit of footage for
Absolutely.
non-mountain biking content.
Yeah.
People
Absolutely.
want to see some animals on a mountain biking channel.
I am not super anal, like, go ahead, video it, like, whatever.
Yeah, I want
is
to
what it is.
introduce the mountain biking people to Hazel. Be
Okay.
like, look, it's the prettiest cow in the world.
Awesome.
We'll put it under the puppies tab. The adventure pups go to the farm.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll leave the Bevo and well, probably Tex will be
check
fine,
her
but
out.
we'll
Yeah,
leave the
Tex is fine with them. He did great. I mean,
Bevo's just so big that he'll, like, paw him and hurt
and
him.
that's really the only thing I'm worried about. Like, Bevo is not aggressive at all.
No,
it's
he's
just, you probably don't know because we just met, but little baby Drac, the little black one, he was paralyzed about 2 or 3 years ago, and so he was down from his shoulders down. He was just completely paralyzed,
Wow.
and it cost a lot of money and a lot
Gotta
of
head
time and
back to work.
effort to get him
All right, Chris,
walking again.
we'll talk to you later.
and a slight injury could just.
Thanks for stopping by,
paralyze him
though.
again.
Wow. What
I appreciate it.
We think he was Supermaning off the couch, and his so his spine just kind of compressed together and pushed the
okay.
discs out.
Okay.
So he had 2 or 3 discs that were bulging in his back, and you could see it. I mean, his back like arched up and down,
Wow.
Oh, poor thing.
and so a lot of chiropractic, a lot of muscle relaxers and painkillers, and stretching him out, which was interesting. So the chiropractor would grab him under his front armpits, and I would grab him by his hips, and we would just very slowly stretch him until you felt some tension, and then we'd let him go and give him a treat and give him lots of pettings, and then go back at it and just kind of stretch him out again. And she had a little pen that would apply like a quick burst of pressure to try to push the discs back in, and it was a lot of work. Yeah, we did cold laser therapy, chiropractic,
Wow.
and
Wow.
again, a lot of medications and a lot of time. It took him about 4 months to start walking again.
Oh wow.
Now you never know. I mean, he
Hey,
runs
Wilma
around like a
Acres,
crazy
all
dog.
right, y'all. Thanks
That's
for
awesome.
having me. Got a couple errands to handle. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're kind of just chatting about. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, and that vet actually, she mostly worked on farm animals.
Oh wow.
So she would mostly adjust like cows and horses and stuff.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, apparently it
crazy.
is. I mean, if you get, I mean, a lot of animals have issues just being born. It's a very traumatic experience, and it doesn't always, everything doesn't always come out straight. And so, I mean, even just falling to the ground as your first experience in life can be traumatizing
I
to
was
the body.
you just falling to the
Yeah.
ground. I had an experience when I was a kid. You know, we grew up on a dairy farm, or I did, and I was putting the cows in the barn to get ready for milking, and one of the mamas, she was about to give birth, and the leg was just sticking out just a
Sticking
little
out.
bit.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to get her in. Well, she went ahead and just plopped that baby right out. It fell right into the gutter. It was all like poopy and everything. But that mama, we drug her out of the gutter, and we took them to like I don't know, a certain area where she was by herself, I think, or put her in front of her and hooked her up anyways. And mama cleaned her off, and she was just fine. But it was just. It just reminded me, like, it just,
Yeah, just
flopped
fell
right
right
out. Hey, Brascombe Farm, how are you? Husband is taking kids to church while I try to get over this cold.
Her eyes
Oh
are
no!
amazing. Oh my gosh.
What?
I said her eyes are amazing. She can just. I'm like this. My glasses trying to see.
Well, that's, I can see far away. I can't see close up. So I have glasses, but I only need them to like mess with my phone and be on a computer.
At first, I thought you were talking about her eyelashes. I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
they're
I
pretty
know. I
too.
noticed this morning. I'm like, they're on point this morning. I'm not sure where mine are, but
This is mascara from yesterday.
That's all good too.
Yeah.
Hey, Brascombe Farm, sorry I totally missed your live yesterday. We were just prepping for, our little thing yesterday. So I apologize if you had it. I'm not even sure if you had it. I don't think I got on YouTube much yesterday at all.
I don't think it was really time.
No.
We spent so much time in the kitchen and
Oh my
running
gosh.
around outside.
Yep. We finally got to relax. We had a fire and had a couple drinks and just kind of had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Those chickens, I think, were making that noise.
Sounded like somebody kicked over a plastic bucket.
I know, I did. And I'm like, there's no cows over there. Oh well. I like doing it out here. They've all retreated, yep. Hazel's just over there.
Didn't go live yesterday. Can't talk.
Oh, okay.
Sore throat or something. Scratchy throat.
Yeah, she said a cold. I'm glad I didn't, miss anything. I'll try to get on those lives, especially when she actually lives in Arkansas. I think probably 4 or 5 hours away from here. I'm thinking. I don't know.
That's about how long it takes to get to Arkansas. Because there's a lot of mountain bike trails in Arkansas. A lot of really good mountain trails, like North Arkansas.
Nice.
I forget what the area
Up towards
is called.
Branson. We're actually taking a vacation.
When?
Well, the kids don't know. That's
Oh,
the best part.
yeah. I hope they're not on the live. We are going to Branson.
Mountain Life, Montana?
Yes.
Good morning.
Yep. So we're going to Branson before Thanksgiving. After I get laid off.
Just before you start the job.
And before I start the new job, we're taking a little vacation to kind of refresh. It'll be fun. Mountain Life, Montana. Good morning, people. Good morning.
Branson, Arkansas.
We love Branson. I have never been, so I don't
It's cool.
know.
So
the one
it
time.
is.
I think we're gonna go to Silver Dollar. That's gonna be our huge
No, that's
splurge.
Missouri. I said Arkansas, not Missouri.
Well,
Is it Branson?
Branson is
Branson's
in
in
Missouri.
Missouri.
Yep.
Oh.
I was just thinking that because it's like right on the border of Arkansas,
Okay.
and we have to drive through.
It
Arkansas
is on the
to get
border.
there.
I didn't know that Missouri bordered Arkansas. I am geographically challenged, in case anybody's wondering where that comment came from.
I've heard a lot of great things about Branson, so that's why we're like, and it's semi-close. I think it's a 5.5 hour drive
Well,
for
that's
us.
not bad at all.
5.5, 6, somewhere around there. Depends on which way you go. I'm sure if I took back roads, it'd take a lot longer.
So there's Branson, Missouri. Bentonville is where all the trails are.
Okay, that's what, another couple hours probably.
Yep. We were actually supposed to go to Bentonville, Arkansas next weekend to go and see, it's called Outer Bike, and it's where you can, all the bike manufacturers bring their, brand new bikes and equipment and backpacks and basically everything you could ever need. And you can go and try things out. It's like a big show. And then they have trails and stuff that you can go and ride too. And take the bikes out on a ride.
Well, there's something there, so.
Something touched me.
I think it's your hair.
Oh no! I saw those huge horse flies the other day.
yeah.
I was like,
Oh, and the
no,
cows.
I'm not trying to have
Those hurt.
those. Oh.
Yeah. Never, let's see, Scotty might know. Never been to Branson. It's been on my bucket list, though. Yeah, we've been talking about it
Silver Dollar City.
for a while.
Wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Branson during the winter is beautiful, and Silver Dollar City is wonderful during Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's what we wanted to go. We are going to go. I think it's closed Monday and Tuesday, or maybe it was closed on Monday and opens on Tuesday. Or I think we were actually planning on going Sunday to Wednesday because it was just a short trip. But I think we changed it, so we're going to go Saturday night and come back on Wednesday because we want to be back for Thanksgiving. We're not going to do anything huge, but Hunter usually has if his school makes it to playoffs, they have a game the day after Thanksgiving. So we've actually planned stuff and had to cancel it because, they really want the kids to be there. So we were like, well, I don't know if they're going to make it, but we won't schedule anything during that time. So we're going to do it before and we'll be back. And we'll just probably do something super simple at the house and just chill all day.
We'll probably
Get
have
some
tacos
rest.
again.
Tacos for Thanksgiving. Tacos are good anytime.
It's hard to cook for one person, and Andy and his special dietary interests and preferences. So
She said that. So yeah, he doesn't like turkey. Not really. Oh, wait, how about fried turkey? Jeff makes an amazing fried turkey. We've smoked a turkey before. It was
The Moors
good,
make a
but
good smoked turkey.
Mm-hmm.
They do a good one. I think they buy, it's like a green something is the brand,
I don't know.
where like the turkey is already pre-smoked,
Oh,
but then you cook
wow.
it.
Hmm.
It tastes really good. Really good.
Interesting.
They usually do like a regular turkey and a smoked turkey.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And then I make the sweet potatoes.
So you're going over there again?
Well, we don't know yet. We usually go every year, but if the Spider Mountain ends up being open, then we'll go there and go mountain biking. Because we've been spending a lot of time searching for the new trailer and the new car and haven't been biking very much lately, so we need to kind of catch up and get back up to par. The last time we went, it was 16 miles, and I don't think I could do that right now.
Gotcha.
Haven't been in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Kind of lose that fast.
You gotta like build up your thing back up.
Momentum.
Yep. The last time I was in
Missouri.
Missouri, our rental
Oh,
got
jeez.
flattened by a tornado. Enough for me.
Yeah, that would be
Wow.
enough for me too.
Um,
Moving to Texas, that has been the one thing I've been terrified of is tornadoes. Like up north, I'm from Massachusetts, and we get hurricanes, we get blizzards, and you know they're coming for days. You know they're coming. It's not a surprise. It's not like, hey, you have 2 minutes to save your life. It's so much easier to deal with and prepare for than like, hey, a tornado touched down 3 seconds ago. Okay, you're dead. Like,
well, you
horrifying
put it
for
that
me.
way. I'm just kidding.
but it is. I mean,
I know,
sometimes it is that fast. And I mean, living where we live, where the houses are basically built out of matchsticks and like on top of each other, there's nowhere to go. There's no tornado shelters, or even you can't even go in the bathroom. All the pipes are plastic. Like that's not going to protect you.
Right.
There's no metal in our house other than our refrigerator and stove. Like that's it.
Yeah.
So that's terrifying.
Hey, Cobb House Homestead. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Scotty might know I love your name.
And that is cool. Don't worry about being late. It's all good. I don't even know. We've only been going, what's that say? 46 minutes? Not too bad. It actually has gone by really fast.
Yeah.
I was thinking like 30 minutes. I'm okay with that. We still got stuff to talk about. Or just, yeah, you know.
It was a late night.
It was, what time did we go to bed? Like midnight?
About midnight.
I got a couple hours of sleep, so
That's it?
Andy wasn't feeling very well. He was up and down, so yeah.
Oh, poor guy. I slept pretty damn good.
My flight's not long enough to like get like a solid sleep. It would be like fall asleep. Oh, we're there.
Do you have to work tomorrow?
I sure do.
Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry.
I always have to work. But I did manage to do the weekend without phone calls. I'm really surprised. I got one text from my boss, and so it wasn't bad.
That's
what
good.
do you do?
I work at a bank, and I'm I guess second in charge. I'm a lead teller.
Okay.
So I'm in charge of all the money and the vaults and like overseeing the tellers and we've been short for quite some time, so I pretty much work like open to close and 6 days a week, and yeah, it's a lot.
We're at about half staff, so I feel you.
We've been short staffed almost a year now, and I feel every bit of it. So
So Cobb House Homestead asked you guys know about Atlas shelters.
Atlas shelters. I mean, we looked into shelters a little bit when we first built our house, but I don't remember what brands they were.
I haven't heard anything. Hey,
Maybe that Scotty doesn't
Woods
know,
Family
but
Homestead.
Scotty might know.
How are you guys? Ozark Family Mountains. Thanks for stopping by. Stupid yellow jackets. Okay, they are just pissing me off. They are all over my garden, and I'm like
Did they bother
torn.
plants?
Huh?
Do they bother plants?
no,
Yellow
but what
jackets?
I don't know if they do that, but you know what they do is they will eventually at some point get into like a battle with like the bees.
Yes, I do know that.
And so we had because we have a box truck at our house, and so Andy had built a waterer. So I mean to cut you off a waterer with sugar for the bees when we first got them, because you had to keep it so far from the hives.
Right.
Well, I hadn't been out there in a while after he built it, and I went out there, and it was just like there were bees everywhere, and there were yellow jackets everywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? And he's like, they do that.
They battled.
They fight.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know how the bees fight the hornets and the yellow jackets or whatever?
No.
So I learned about this and I thought, useless facts. I am a wealth of useless facts.
It's fabulous.
So no. So like one of the little yellow jackets will like go to fight the bees, and like 50 bees will surround them, and then they vibrate and they heat it up so high that they basically burn it to death.
Oh.
And some of the bees will die in the
Wow.
process because they'll also get overheated, but
Yeah.
the majority of them will survive, and then they keep the hive safe.
Well, bees don't live very long anyways, but that's crazy.
I don't want that. Like, my garden is full of the stinking yellow jackets, and I
There's
wish I
gotta
could
be
just.
something you can put down.
I don't know.
Does anybody
just-
know anything you can
I
do?
was really hoping that my bees would
Bless
go
you.
in there, and I'd see them in there, but they're not in there. Eventually.
You
When's
can.
this thing supposed to come out of the
Did the timer go off?
timer?
I'm thinking we got burnt biscuits.
That's burnt
Oh,
casserole.
that's
That's
good.
good
Okay.
casserole.
Timer?
You're cute. There was a timer when we walked out. It was at 34 minutes. And we've been out here for about
So is it
50.
supposed to come out of the oven?
You were so messy with us.
Yeah?
Yeah. I really hope that it's not burnt and really well done.
I'm
Although
really
that
thinking
is something
he's,
that Jeff would joke about.
I know he's a
He does like to
jokester.
eat, so we'll find out.
Yeah.
He might.
I
Be
mean, if
just-
not, we've got plenty of other food in there, so we'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, we have lots of food. I kind of just, I was like, oh shoot, what am I gonna make for breakfast? We were gonna do biscuits and gravy, but we didn't make the biscuits, and I didn't buy any biscuits, and so I was like, I got lots of eggs. Let's make a casserole. And I was gonna use the sausage, and then I was like, I've got brisket.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna make a.
Yeah,
And I
Jeff
forgot
was
to
talking
put-
about the
to put it-
beef too. That would go good in.
I'm gonna try that today. I didn't get to try that last night. Your beef. I'm very excited. Text me.
Hey,
So we went inside. We're dry. We're not dirty. Hi, Mr. Bevo.
See,
How's it
like, I
going?
don't mind if you get my jeans dirty. That's what
Oh.
jeans are for.
Oh,
But
good
you
I
job.
know
have
he's
to
like
stick
on
your
my
muddy
toes and
feet
stuff.
On my
And
like,
people that can't
sweater.
see them. Oh, look, can
Sweaters don't wash as
Bevo's
easy.
face? He's all dirty. I think that was like, hey, you need to come in and eat type of
Yeah.
sign, but I really don't want to leave.
You should just bring us for breakfast.
Please bring us our food. Hopefully it's good.
Oh,
If
it
it's
looks
not,
good.
then I might just need to add some more salt. I did add some, but I don't like to add a whole lot because if
Cocoa
some people
salt.
like salt, some people don't like
Yeah,
salt. You can
Dominic
always
does
add.
not like any salt at all.
Oh shoot! Then he
Yeah.
might. I did add some.
Yeah, like a little
But
bit is fine, but
I
he
think
says
fine.
it keeps him up at night.
Oh,
He doesn't
that
sleep well
stinks.
when he eats salty
I just
food.
subbed you for the Facebook watching list. Cool.
Nice.
You guys should. Well, he did that for Branson Farm. Awesome. Yes. Most of
Broke
the
urban farmer. You got some followers with some great names.
yeah, that's awesome. I guess we should just go. It's been what I think.
About,
I always know 53, 52.
Something like that.
That's pretty good. All right, the husband's called us in. Well, my husband called us in
Oh,
to eat breakfast. This was fun. I wish y'all were closer. We could do more
I know,
girl
it's
lives
so
like
nice.
this.
Sure. We still have to figure out if there's a way to do it.
Oh, I know. There is a way because other
Other channels
YouTubers,
have done
other
it,
channels do
yeah.
it. I think you have to buy like a
Oh,
software
hello, boys. That
or
was
something
nice. Oh.
to.
And make sure you set it up at least 24 hours in advance.
Yes. Well, at least now you can go
No, I know,
live.
yeah.
So you can do, even if it's just like a quick, hey, we're at such and such.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, we do that a little bit on Instagram. Usually, if we're going to do just like a quick short video, it'll go up on Instagram, and then that auto posts to our website and to Facebook.
Hey, Mari's vegetable garden. Mari was, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Mari,
Mari's
they were
there.
yesterday. I didn't get to say goodbye to them.
We about to start dinner. Enjoy breakfast. Cheers all.
Ow.
Oh, so you guys
ow.
must be
Cobb,
across,
Cobb,
across the
Cobb
Cross
House
Pond.
Homestead, yeah.
You get your nails cut.
Good morning, guys.
Why are you licking his ear?
Cleaning
I
his
came
ear.
in at
Clean
You're
eyeball
gonna give him an
ears.
infection.
Branson Farm. Gotta
that's
make
not
a
nice.
visit to your site.
Aw, kisses.
I wish I could like travel more to like the local, like even like 4 or 5 other, Branson Farm. Like we could make a day trip out there, or even just meet.
They're close.
Yeah, there's some other ones that are closer to. I like the ones that we can like go and they're okay with us recording and just
South
having,
Africa. Okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's pretty far.
That is away.
And on the other hemisphere.
Yes. What time is it? Oh, dinner time. I know, but what time is it there?
Oh, do you see something? Nope. He's our watchdog. He just
I see chickens.
yeah. Over on-
the Fedoja.
Okay.
Again, geographically challenged.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. 45 minutes from
From
Branson.
Ozark Mountain Goats.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool if you guys were able to meet up with people when you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
5 p.m. at the moment and hot as hell.
Because they're in summer, right? Because it's the other.
Yeah,
It's the south.
I think so.
Yeah, so they're the opposite of
Well,
us.
if we're in fall,
Fall,
there would be
spring.
spring. I think so.
Depends on.
I think that's how it works. What is the topic today? Everything.
Yeah, we had our little gathering yesterday, so that's why we have our friends here, and we just had some fun. We just chit chat and got to know people and had some food. It was great.
Yeah.
So that was our subject, and then everything. I mean, we were talking about traveling to Branson, and then baking
Bees,
and bees. Yeah,
Roosters.
it was everything. We kind of just went everywhere. It's about 2 hours from Branson. What is from where you are? Branscombe Farm? I think I'm just lost. Have a very nice channel.
It
Y'all
just
have.
says I'm in Batesville, about 2 hours from Branson.
I wish I could have come. I have been so sick. This week is fall break, so I have been off. Well, at least you've been off. Fall sick, but I know that totally sucks.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's good.
He used to
Fantastic.
fit way better when he was smaller.
Yeah, he did.
But and luckily he won't get much bigger.
It's
So.
supposed to be spring, but thanks to weather and such, we've been having a lot of rain, running
100
degrees all week in our spring. Yeah, that sounds like spring in Texas too.
No.
Can be, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
our favorite
That's
weather.
the end of our spring.
The spring.
Well, just 100 degrees.
That's really,
That's our favorite weather. No rain, 100 degrees. We love biking when it's hot.
No.
Why?
Because then the faster you go, the cooler you are. And when you stop, you get all hot and sweaty, and it just makes you want to keep going.
No.
And then you can go really far.
I don't like it when it's
I
hot
got you.
anywhere.
Last year, we had our local trail, which is in Frisco. And there was one day it was 109, and we decided to wear our like sweating vests, like those neoprene vests.
Wow.
And we wore those and did about 12 miles. It was awesome.
Wow.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
You just gotta drink a lot of water.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
For sure. All right.
Time to go eat breakfast.
Yeah, it's time to go eat breakfast. I've pushed it off for
Throw
long
spiders at me.
Oh, I'm sorry to get you.
Spiders.
I have harvested 15 buckets of peppers. I am sick of stuffed peppers. We have dehydrated and put peppers in the freezer. Do you have any pepper recipes?
Just leaving because we didn't come in for breakfast.
We have buckets of peppers. I actually do not have any pepper recipes. Do y'all have any pepper recipes?
pepper.
I don't.
Like bell peppers.
I think.
I mean,
So he said he's.
Buckets of peppers. Oh, okay.
I mean,
stuffed
usually peppers and onions with like sausage is always good. Or with potatoes. I've done.
Oh, you don't? I put
like
onions in the
stuffed
thing.
peppers.
Not a lot though.
I'll eat around that.
Some people put like quinoa and like a greeny mix with other vegetables in their peppers. Let's see what else.
Oh, he's hooking up the trailer because he's got to take it out there.
Well, that's better than going for donuts because he burnt breakfast.
Yes.
All right.
I've harvested 15 buckets of peppers. I'm sick of stuffed peppers. We have dehydrated and put peppers in the freezer. Do you have any recipes? We can have
Dehydrated
buckets
peppers.
of peppers.
Do dehydrated peppers come out like potato chips? Like that kind of dehydrated?
Unless
Pepper
they're doing it where they dehydrate it, where you just add it to like a soup or add liquid to it later to like revive them is what I'm thinking. But we don't have a dehydrator. I want to get
I
one.
want to get one too. We keep saying we're going to go. We keep talking. It's all good though. No.
I don't know what that is, but Texas peeing on it.
And he doesn't look just like
I told Isaiah to pick that up. It's his baseball bag.
Yes.
Well, now his baseball bag has dog pee on it because he didn't pick it up.
We also made
Consequences.
a sweet relish. Yeah, you can do relish. I'm trying to think what else. My dad's used peppers with like a corn relish. I don't think what else there's.
Pickled peppers?
You could do pickled peppers.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever had pickled.
They also made a sweet relish with pickled peppers. Well, it's starting to get warm out here.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We're gonna eat.
Go eat food. Have more
Have
coffee.
a great rest of your day.
How's your mini jersey?
She's doing good, and she's pregnant, and she's due in June. That's quick.
That
Baby
is
cows.
really quick. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to remind me as that gets closer because I want to come down and see the baby cow.
Okay, we will. It's around Isaiah's birthday, so it should be easy.
Hopefully, we'll
I'm
be
off.
traveling by then.
Going. Yes.
Yes.
Cheers. Bye, guys. Ground
Bye.
meat,
Thank
cheese,
you for
and baked
joining
oven
us.
oven. Awesome. Bye.